Hello everyone, Petar here from volumeaction.com. I have one good potential trading idea for you guys, and I hope you will enjoy this analysis. This is about a short midterm trading and my idea on the GBP Australian dollar currency pair. This is a daily time frame, but first of all I want to say that it doesn't matter if you trade, let's say, intraday, short term, mid long term, or mid long term. You need to be in alignment with a trend. You know, it doesn't matter if you trade intraday or long term. You need to trade with a trend. You don't like to trade something which don't have a trend. Okay, so for example, if you have on the multi-time frame analysis, you have the different let's call them trends. You know, you see the downward in a one time frame, and on the higher time frame you see the upward. So that's let's say conjunction. You know, that's something which is neutral, which is, you know, if it's the larger frame upward and lower frames are downward, that can be a correction of the larger upward trend, or it can be also starting with a new trend. So that's why it's very scary to trade something which don't have the trend on the global trend in your favor. Basically, this setup is very strong because the trend is in favor on all. Since this is a short midterm, I don't watch the lower frames like 5, 15, 30. Basically, if you go to the monthly, you'll see what is the trend. It's a buy. It's an upward trend. It's very easy to see that we are going from 2013 all the way upward and upward with a correction here and then upward. And then if you go to the weekly time frame, you also see that we are going upward, and this is a correction and potential annual correction. That's why I took position here, and I have the strong position here, and this is the correction of about 8 weeks. You know, price corrected for 8 weeks on the GBP Australian dollar. But you see, even the moving average is going upward. Price is back up here. This moving average again. So we got below and then up here on the decent volume. Since we speak about thick volume, it's a decent volume. If we speak about a volume perspective, what we got here is also we got a downward channel. We got also ABCD form here, corrective form. Price found the bottom here around 2.0800, let's say 0.5, and then price went higher, and this is a formation cup with handle, which is very strong also in the stock market, but it's also on any financial market where you can see the charts. If you can find this pattern, it's a very good. Of course, it must be in a very strong trend, and you must spot this and to know when to trade successfully. So we got the cup with handle, we got the breakout of this swing high, and that was a breakout on the decent volume. It's increasing the volume here, and the range of the bar, it's very strong. So this is confirming that really buyers and institutional buyers and the public and everyone is interested in the higher price on GBP Australian dollar, and the lower price are very risky, and the selling is extremely risky at this stage. If you are short midterm, long-term trader, even if you are intraday trader, I will not advise anyone to sell something which is have the big trend on all larger frames. So knowing this, you will also know that if you trade intraday, you will only watch for buying opportunities potential. But again, I prefer to trade a short midterm perspective on the forex. You do some speculative positions, put a risk of 3 to 5% here. You know, stop losses are on this particular example. I got stop loss of about 200 pips, and I'm going for about 800 pips. Actually, my target area is the swing high near the 2.2 360 area, which is actually approx to 700 pips. Actually, I took position at this stage here, this bar here. So basically, that will be about almost 800 pips. So I want to go for at least 1-3 ratio, 1-5 ratio, and that means that I want to catch, since I have the risk of 5% here, I want to catch about 15-20 to 25% return. And in a single setup. That's why the forex is, for example, have advantage if we compare to the stock market. Stock market, it's much stable investments and much safer investments if you have the large capital, but Forex also, to have capital on Forex is also very good, because you can do, when there is opportunity, of course. Since on all other currencies, I observe like 20 currencies, I didn't find any setup like this or something like, you know, that I will be really attracted to trade. Basically, it don't happen very often to find a good opportunity in a trend, you know, and to have the qualitative that I can put, let's say 5%, you know, on the short midterm trading. So it's very, you know, it don't happen often. So I observe very carefully day by day and see what we going. And so far, what we expect in GBP Australian dollar from this, for example, pattern here, and for this correction is about, I will tell you, projection only on this one and this area here, it's about 1,200 pips, 1,500 pips. We expect higher price than where we are right now, but it can be also much more. It can be also to 2,000 pips. Basically, I will watch this the next whole month, and I'm expecting my targets in the next 20 days. You know, in next 20 days, I expect my targets, my target actually around this swing high, and you know, I want to close there because I don't want to risk anything that price respects swing high and maybe go downward, do some correction, stuff like that. So basically, I want to catch my 1-4 ratio here, take the 20% earning, and I finish it. And that's how you basically want to trade the Forex market. You know, you trade the speculative position. It's because Forex nature is the pure speculative. You know, there is nothing with the economy here, like on the stock, for example, where you have the companies, and if the company is growing and you have the good growth ratio of the companies with, you know, new or with very good price, and you know, it's trendy, and it's, you know, you have the quarter growth and, you know, earnings and stuff like that, that it's integral comparing to the economic growth you earn because of you have the shares of that company. Here on the Forex economy aspect, it's zero. Basically, it's totally casino, because the bank it's about the bank's rates, unemployment change, and stuff like that. You have news almost every day, and there is no person who knows what will happen on the news and stuff like that. So there is nothing here. If you bought a GBP, it's nothing that it's a very less impact that if the British pound economy is good, that price will go higher. It's not like that, because many times the banks don't like the quotation of their currency comparing to dollar, and even the economy is very strong. Maybe the Bank of England will not like the price, and they will, you know, start to lower the British pound quote, for example, even the economy is good on British pound, because there is a lot of things. If the, you know, currency is good, that can reflect on import, export, and there is a many things. So currencies, trading on the currencies, you must know that it's nothing about the economy. It's a pure speculative market. So you need to behave like that. You need to know what you're doing. You know, you need to be always in the trend, in the major trend, and to try to utilize and to do the much safest entry it's possible, you know, on this market. So again, this is a in trend. We have the trend on weekly, monthly, daily. We have the broken downward channel. We have the cup handle formation, and we may expect really higher price, because something which is going higher and we finish it correction, it will tend to continue higher because a lot of demand on this currency pair. So that's all for this analysis, guys. Pay attention on the levels again. 2.2 100 area, which is this cluster here, and 2.2 360, which is the swing high, the highest high point. So these are levels I'm expecting here in the next, you know, week or two, depend. That's all. If you like my analysis, or if you want to learn my method and how to invest successfully into the Forex and into the stock as well, you can contact me. I will put my Skype username in the description video, and also feel free to subscribe on my YouTube channel. And that's it. I hope you like it, and wish you good trading and have a nice day.